Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Guess what? Some U.S. congressmen voted for themselves again a pay increase. Americans are upset. They're upset. How dare them keep voting in more money for themselves? And so one of the congressmen said, listen, $450,000 a year is middle class. And you know, people lost their ever loving mind. I mean, they just were like, no, how dare you? How dare you? But guess what? He's true. He's telling the absolute truth. And people watching this video are probably going to hate me too. But he's telling the truth. Why is he telling the truth? Because I don't consider anybody making less than $120,000 a year a small middle class. I just don't. Call it elitist, call it whatever you like. You can have whatever you want to call me. But at the end of the day, I only think the true category of small business owners, and when I say small business, I mean people making 80 to, I'd even say 90,000 to 250,000 a year, because that would include many dentists, many small office, like massage therapists, barbershops. Some of those people would be included in those numbers, but like, it's a very few. I put like, here's your top 10% wealthy Americans, and then here's another 25% in this sliver are middle class. The rest of everybody else is working class. If you stop working today, you would be homeless. And that is what I call the working class. I mean, if you lost your job, would you be able to survive for 6 months to a year? Not many people in the working class could. Not even many in the middle class could, okay? So when I say middle class, I don't care who convinced you that having a degree makes you middle class. It doesn't. It just doesn't. If you're not making $120 a year, you're not middle class. I don't care how they dress it up. I don't care how they sold it to you. You're not. And you go, Erica, you're so freaking elitist. And it's the truth, because I am the killmonger of finance. Killmonger! I am here to scare you and terrorize you a little bit about the opportunities out there. America's a great place to make all kind of money. I mean, there's a reason people come here and make all kind of money. But again, I'll do these numbers for you. And this is why I say you have to make $125,000 to be middle class. 1 in 10 Asians own a business. 1 in 34 whites, 1 in 54 Hispanics, and 1 in 8 blacks. Now, before you get mad, turn the channel off, listen to me, hear me out. All those people that are Asians that are saying that, they don't particularly own an actual business. They may have a home-based business, a on-paper business, all that good stuff, and still go work as a doctor, dentist, lawyer, whatever. But they're getting the tax breaks and the tax incentives of owning a business. Okay, same thing with the whites, same thing with the Hispanics. Now, a lot of Hispanics, they're working off the books. You know, they may have a little tree cutting business, but they ain't telling you about it. They ain't telling Uncle Sam about it. Now, I think a lot of African Americans are hustlers by nature, hustling up good money, living well, just not knowing how to properly write this stuff down or properly report it to the IRS so that it's in their favor, not that it's like, oh, we got to hide. We got to stay low key. I have so many clients, I can't even tell you, that call my phone, set up an appointment. I talk to them on the phone, and I'm super excited to talk to them. And they're like, yeah. So I make this money on the side, and I want to start buying real estate and doing all this stuff. And I literally look at them and go, you know what you need to do, right? You need to start reporting that income. And they don't like that. I go, you need to start reporting the income. You know what you need to do? You need to go back 2-3 years and be reporting the income. And they don't like that. But here's the deal. You want to win, play the game to win. Running around, scourging, hiding, trying to smooth money around, that is not playing the game to win. Playing the game to win is getting that little piece of paper documentation and claiming you have a business. That's how you win. That's why home-based business works. And a lot of you go, oh, MLM crap, Erica. It's not so much the MLM crap. It's the fact that they taught you a different skill, a different way to look at how taxes are being eaten up from you. I'll say this all the time. When a guy tells me he makes $100,000 a year, I go, boo-boo, after taxes, you only making 60. Why are you stunting out here? Why are you buying a BMW? Why are you buying a Benz? I mean, if you know what you want to impress me, show me some rental properties, honey. Show me some stacks and stocks. That's where the real power is. Power isn't in the car. Power isn't in the fancy condo or apartment. Power's in the stacks. So I've been calling myself Killmonger of finance lately because the truth remains is, to be middle class, you need to be making $120,000 a year. Point blank, period. It's the truth. It's the absolute truth. And Congress just let you hear the truth for the first time. 450,000 is middle class. Now, 450,000, many of you are going to say, well, what? 450,000 is middle class in, I would say, New York City, California, Miami, Florida. Yes, Miami, Florida. Let me think of some more places. Real quick. Miami, Florida. Yeah, Miami, Florida. Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. Miami, Florida. Not even Dallas, Texas. I don't think you need to make that much. But Chicago, probably not even that much. But again, 450,000. He's, in D.C., Washington, D.C., Virginia, parts of Virginia. Yeah, he's spot on. So again, 450,000 is not unrealistic. It's not crazy. It could be a small business owner. But after taxes, he doesn't make all that. You know what I mean? After write-offs and employees and all that good stuff. I mean, I've seen people with $1 million businesses up close, and they don't live like you think a person with $1 million business lives. They just don't. They're like, I got $1 million business, but it's like, I got $1 million plumbing business. I got $1 million construction business. I got $1 million. They just having a lot more cookouts at their house and a lot more vacations. That's basically what I've seen for a lot of people. So when you hear those numbers, it's not as glorious as you believe. I think many people think $1 million business. They think they're sitting from home and their computer's just crapping out $1 million. I think that's what a lot of people think. So unfortunately. So anyways, Congress was right. They told the truth. They're going to keep giving themselves pay increases because that's what they do. And also a lot of people in Congress, the reason why I think they keep giving themselves those pay increases, they get into Congress and they realize that they cannot even take advantage of some of the, I would call them advanced investing companies, because they're not an accredited investor. Their assets aren't that big. Their income isn't that big. And so they keep moving the goalposts as far as money is concerned for themselves so that they can qualify to actually be a part of all that's going on in D.C. and Virginia. And you got to realize, if they're a congressman too, at the same time, not only do they have a house in their home district, they have a house in D.C. Now, is that our fault? No. Is that our concern that you have to have two houses? No. But I think it's important to kind of put it into context of like, these people, they ain't lying. Those are true numbers. But also that you got to think about where they live. So, everybody, this is Erica, Classy Clown Blog. Later, you guys.